It is time for Tuesdays with Tiki as we welcome in Tiki Barber. And okay, Tiki, we're no longer talking about how Tommy DeVito lives at home and doesn't make his bed, but instead we're talking about how he's helped the Giants win 3 games in a row. So, Tiki, explain to us lay people how a guy can go from undrafted practice squad quarterback who they wouldn't even let throw the ball downfield against the Jets to a guy doing a Joe Montana impersonation in the final drive against the Packers.
Well, I mean, first of all, you have to give Tommy DeVito a ton of credit for his very quick evolution, but you'd be remiss if you didn't talk about Brian Daboll and his staff with Shea Tierney, the quarterback coach, and Mike Kafka, the offensive coordinator, for making it easy and comfortable for him. But I think it ultimately gets back to Tommy and his makeup. You can tell he has a lot of confidence and a lot of swagger. He shows it on social media. He shows it with his family, and he shows it on the field. He makes very quick decisions, and he's comfortable with the play calls. And when he does decide to throw it, it has a very quick release. So the ball gets accurately to his receiving targets, and he's been great with decision-making. I think the other thing that's helped is that the offensive line has started to play so much better. Some of those sacks early in his starts were on him, holding the ball a little bit too much, but they've gotten better with some continuity up front.
Yeah, no sacks against the Packers really stood out on the box score. And that game-winning drive took Saquon Barkley off the hook so we can focus on his 2 touchdowns instead of that critical fumble. He's averaging 4.6 yards a carry in this 3-game winning streak. So, Tiki, what do you see as the key to his recent success?
Well, I think it's a few things, Eamon. 1, he's fully healthy. 2, back to the offensive line. They've had some continuity. It's been the last 4 games that they've had the same starting linemen with Andrew Thomas and Pugh and Schmitz and Bredesen and Tyree Phillips at right tackle. I think also they've been doing a lot more gap scheme, which is pulling and countering and making some misdirection plays for Saquon, and also some outside zone. We all know about the outside zone made famous by the Denver Broncos, where you get the lineman moving and you make one cut, which suits Saquon's skill set very well, and he's taking advantage of it. I think, as this season goes on, the last 4 games, they're going to depend on him just like they did for a lot of last season, and it's great to see it finally clicking.
Yeah, it definitely seems that he has that burst back from the beginning of the season before he got hurt. Now to the Jets. Robert Saleh very non-committal on Monday about Zach Wilson's future with the Jets. So, Tiki, as long as Wilson is the Jets starter, do you think he's auditioning for New York or the rest of the NFL?
Well, I think he's auditioning to get back into the hearts of New York Jet fans, but I honestly think it's for the other teams around the NFL. We've all seen this year in particular the importance of quarterbacking, whether it's your backup or someone who can come in and compete as a starter. And look, I don't know what the future holds for Zach in New York, but if he plays like he did last weekend, then he has a chance, right? Either whether it's here or most likely someplace else to ultimately fulfill that second pick overall draft grade that he materialized into. So you got to be happy for him, but he still has a long way to go, I think.
Yeah, no doubt at this point, maybe a change of scenery would be best for Zach Wilson. Tiki Barber, thanks for joining us once again here on Honda Sports Night.